So I just want to share my testimony from 2017. Okay, so I finished NYSC in March 2017. So it was obvious the company wasn't, the firm, I'm a lawyer, the firm was not going to retain me. I could read from their body language. They were all just being, when they start to wish you the best in your future endeavors, you're wondering, I want to work here, this is my future. Anyway, so I could read they were not going to retain me. So I think I did not do NYC with my mate. I lost my mother the previous year, so doing burial, funeral, and all of that, the funeral planning and all of that. So I didn't go to for NYC with my mates. Had to go the next year. And then, so my mates were already almost done. They were already going to be retained in their law firms, and here I was trying for them to even retain me in my NYC when they were already proper associates. Anyway, so I finished NYC. So my NYC contract with this law firm ended in 2017 March. So April I didn't have a job. So I'm an Igbo girl, we always find something to do. So I started to make dresses. So I became a middle person. So I'll source material, make a dress for you, take it to the tailor, come back and give you, it's not your size, it's bigger than your hips are tight, all of that back and forth. I don't know if I was even making money from it, really, but the fact that I wasn't just, I was staying with my friend then, so it'd be summer for you to just wake up in the morning, you eat rice, you eat semo, you're not trying to work, it doesn't look good. So I was doing that business from April, I was also applying for a job. Then before then, we had done like a tongue challenge. I don't know if you guys can remember. In 2017, Personal had done like a tongue challenge. I think it was a month before. I can't remember. Then her challenge was supposed to be for 30 days. Sorry, I talk very fast. I'll try and slow down. So the challenge was supposed to be for 30 days, 1st of June to 30th of June, if I can remember. So my friend had traveled. I wasn't at home, so it was only me at home. So there was no, how when it's just only worshiping, you're not afraid of making noise. You just literally shout because you're not waking up anybody. The neighbors will be all right. You don't know what the problems that is on top of your head. Anyway, so the Hallelujah Challenge started. I was still doing this business on the side. I was still applying for a job and all of that. So there's some jobs when I even go there, I don't want the job, so I'm just literally, that's not a good thing to do. I'm just literally not bothered, There was one time that I went for a job interview, and the woman had asked me, oh, where do you live? I had told her, she was like, oh, I live there. Then during the course of the interview, she said, so how are you going to be coming since you don't have a car? And I'm like, I'll be joining you. She was like, who says that in an interview? But I guess God didn't want me to work there. So Pastor had told us to write our prayer point during this Hallelujah Challenge. Just write everything what I got to do for you. I think at some point I talked about 24-hour miracle, 24-hour testimony, but I cannot remember. So let me just deal with the facts that I can remember. So it was on the 10th. I can remember that day vividly. No, it wasn't the 10th. I think a few days before the 10th of June, 2017. So I had written my prayer point. One of these, I'm running a job, everything. I've written everything there, but most importantly, I needed a job. That was like the most pressing need at that time. We cannot be asking God for Benz when you're living with somebody. Anyway, so I just want to make sure you guys can hear me. So if you can't hear me, just let me know. Anyway, so I had my boss had called me from my former place, which rarely happens because once you leave a place, people just move on. Everybody's busy. We all have our issues. Nobody's, an opportunity had come up in a company, and it's an American company, it's a multinational, and they had called me. Oh, so a bit of background. Okay, so somebody has sent a job, notification. What you might call it, like a job. A company was looking for a lawyer, right, in his WhatsApp group, and then he had thought about me, and this person could have just put it everywhere, just like we're all in different groups. Imagine just putting a job is it job application? What will I call it now? An opening. Sorry, yes. So imagine you just put an opening in your old school WhatsApp group. This was their secondary school mates. I don't even have my secondary school mates number. So what are the odds that their company needed a lawyer XYZ? So they just called me up randomly. I wasn't the only one that had finished NYC. Lots of people had finished NYC in the firm. It was a very good company. So even people from the firm would have wanted to leave, but he just called me randomly. She said, oh, this company is recruiting. Do you have a job now? Are you interested? At that point, even if it was a bread company that was recruiting, let me just be doing something instead of just staying at home and eating, gaining weight, and not adding any value. So when he called me, he sent me I sent him my CV. He did it in made it look presentable. He had sent me the email address of this company for me to apply. That was on the 10th. We're still doing Hallelujah Challenge. This was the 10th day of Hallelujah Challenge. So most of the time when these things happen, because it's happening, you don't even know that your testimony is happening, because maybe it's not dramatic, yeah. Anyway, so had applied to this job on the 10th of June 2017. On the 12th of June 2017, so this is my real proper job after NYC, so I really truly remember the dates, and I still work here till today. So on the 12th of June, they had called me for an interview. I can't remember if I think the interview was supposed to be on the 12th of June after I had applied on the 10th. I'm not sure. Yeah, it was supposed to be on the 12th of June. They had gotten back to me for an interview. So I went in for this interview. God literally showed up. Anyway, so the head of legal, I mean if you're a lawyer, you understand what I'm trying to say. So the head of the department, she's not Nigerian, she wasn't Nigerian, she's not Nigerian, so she wasn't a lot of Nigerian lingo and all of that. So there were others who were trying to ask me in law questions, but she not, I don't know, for some reason she just wanted to she just saw me, just started smiling. Oh, I said ma, she said, oh, why are you calling me ma? Like, oh, it's culture in Nigeria. Once you are looking like you are old, we'll call you ma. Anyway, so she had asked me, so we had people that were 5 years at the bar, 6 years at the bar that came for this interview. And she had asked me, so what do I think that they will, I think I was maybe a year plus at the bar at that time, because I was called to the bar in 2015. She asked me, so why do I think I'm the bright candidate? How you just, I just told her that when I get into an environment, I learn things very fast. She was like, oh, so what did you learn now that you came here? So I just told her what I saw on the TV screen. I didn't know that before. She was like, what did you learn yesterday? I think yesterday was Sunday. And if you can remember that Hallelujah Challenge, we were talking about Olowo Gbogboro. That was like the theme everywhere. And, and Pastor had talked about it in my church as well. She asked, what did you learn yesterday? I said Olowo Gbogboro. So the Nigerians were just looking at me like, is this person okay? She's not Nigerian. She was like, what does that mean? She really got interested. So, the outstretched arm of God. She was like, oh, wow, can you tell me more? That's how I literally wore my Mommy Gio cap, and it just became like another session. This is an interview. The Nigerians, they were just, my direct boss then was a Nigerian. She was just looking at me, just smiling like, well, this is a different kind of interview. Then they had said, oh, they will get back to me. So is this a multinational? Is a Fortune 500 company? I mean, I worked there now, and during COVID, it was one of the best places to work in the world. So they said they had to do a lot of background check. We took like it took like over a month, so this over a month, I was still at home, so while they were doing this background check on me. So I had applied for another job, at a bank. Then one time, so I've written the test, I had passed, it was now time for the interview. I think I'd gone for the interview. So one time, one random Sunday, I was just having a chit chat with my pastor, Pastor Nat. He said, oh, you want to work in a bank, what do you want to do there? It just really clicked. What do I want to do there? I mean, really, an in-house corporate compliance person. That's really what I want to do. What will I be doing in the bank? Because, I mean, I'm just fresh out of law school. They will put me maybe teller. They rarely put you in the legal department. You start from being in front, being a teller. And even if you're in the legal department, you might not work in headquarters. They might just transfer you, to some random place. So to cut the long story short, anyway, by, I think, in July, they had gotten back to me. The background check was okay. I mean, I think I went to see a movie. God will help us. So now do a testimony, may we not be found wanting. So I think I had gone to Abuja now because I don't stay in Lagos, stay with my friend, no job. Every day you wake up, you eat. They're looking at you like, don't you want to make are you not applying enough? Anyway, so I went to Abuja. I was with my friend, and we had gone to see a movie because anyway, so you keep your phone on vibe or on silent. I kept my phone on vibration, but for some reason my bag was not close to me. Someone just told me to even open my bag and just check my phone. I just checked my phone. I saw everybody at my boss's classmate that had put up the job position on the group. just became very close to me. She called me for the interview, just tell me that the company, just she literally just groomed me for the interview, and she didn't even have to. In fact, it was then she lived around Lekki, was flooded. I would stop at the junction with keke. She'll come to the junction and pick me. She didn't have to be this nice. I mean, I've already put a job opening in the WhatsApp group, and they said they sent it to you. What's my business? She was really, really nice. Just literally telling me everything I needed to know. Anyway, so in July, I can't remember the dates now. I was just in the cinema watching movie, one random movie. I think it was one foolish movie. At the time of our testimony, the devil not bring our legs out. Anyway, so my people were just calling me. She had called me. She was like, the HR has been calling you. Where did you keep your phone? They want to give the job to another person. Like, Omo. Anyway, so I went to the bathroom and I called the HR. She was just talking about your salary is this, you have access to this, you have access to that. Me that what was I earning in law firm, and they were doing shakara to retain me. This is this, something that were sounding looking very new to me. You have this, just a lot of the benefits. Because I mean, when they give you all of these benefits, you have to claim from you start jumping now. You are coming to add value. So I told her, okay, then I'll just get back to her. My friend was like, you want to get back to her? As in, how much were you earning in the place that you were earning? I want to get back to her if I flog you. Anyway, so I got back to her that, it was okay, it was fine. And by 1st of August, I had resumed this job. I still work at this job now. In fact, like I said earlier, during COVID, my office, it's in telecoms. It was named one of the best places to work in the world, and that testimony came. God used Hallelujah Challenge to give me this testimony. Today I can be anywhere. I can work from anywhere in the world because we're working remotely. And so most times it's not just, God just gives a job because he sees the bigger picture and he sees the future. Because I had to move out of Lagos, So imagine if I was working for a Nigerian company, I'll start looking for another job. So I can literally be anywhere and still be doing my job. So I'm just trying to encourage anybody, and please, beyond the testimonies, beyond the miracles, beyond the signs and wonders, worshiping God is something that literally just moves his heart. I think that's what separates David, from a lot of the Bible characters, because he will mess up and he'll come and just, by the time he's done calling God all the orikis, God will just be like, this one is just after my own heart. Like, he'll never even argue. He'll just, I'm sure if Adam had done that, we would not be where we are today. But anyway, thank God for Jesus. So David was just literally a worshiper. Like, he will literally tear his clothes and worship God, and worship, praise moves God's heart. How much more when you're not doing it in the midnight? So it's literally a living sacrifice. I just want to encourage all of us, to just have an open heart. Just come and worship God. This Hallelujah Challenge this year, take it from me, reliable source, is going to be different. It's a landmark Hallelujah Challenge. It's going to really be different. Today is going to be something else. Yesterday was amazing. If you missed yesterday, please just go and watch the replay. Today is going to be, because there are literally people praying for our testimonies to come to pass. First have our testimony, first carry our testimony. So please, I don't even mind. Send me your numbers to my DM. I'll be calling you every talk. It's just for 2 weeks. Just a sacrifice. I know that you have to wake up early, probably take the bus to work, but just do this. Just sacrifice these 2 weeks. If you can fast. That's even what I want to do now. If you can fast, imagine fasting and worshiping God. That's a mad combo. Like, you get? So please, if you want me to waking you up, I don't mind waking up. If you're having issues with internet, you don't have money for data, DM me. Because I really want to be part of your testimony, trust me. DM me. God will provide data through people who you provide data. Just DM me and let me know. Please, I beg you. Please don't forget to join. It's in 30 minutes time. So you're still awake, thank God. So please join. Let's worship God together. And I'm trusting God that we'll all go with our testimonies. Thank you so much. Yeah. And I hope that you guys heard me, because there was a lot of, there will always be silence because, yeah. Anyway, so that's my testimony. Thank you all so much for joining. I just really want to just appreciate God, because it was really, God literally just took me from, Nigerian company I was working for to a multinational, and it has really been amazing, because even when I used to live in Lagos, I didn't know what it was to, you have boss that take you to work, bring you back, and that has just been God. I just really want to just appreciate God and share my testimony with you.